Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in today's video I'm going to be going through some coins I bought. I bought a bar. Anyone who knows what this box represents knows they're in for a treat. I was very fortunate in the sense that I had an off-the-cuff conversation with a dealer. He's one of the biggest in the country. And we started talking, and he said, "Oh, I want to pick your brains over something." And I said, "Okay." I had to take a phone call because I had other silver coming in, and the supplier phoned me, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to take another call." He's like, "Yeah, sure, but can I pick your brains over something?" And so I phoned him the next day, and he said, "Yeah, I'm curious to see if we can work together. If I can make more money by selling to you than by putting on the website, I'm more than happy to give that a go. Like it's a case of scratching each other's backs." I was like, "Okay, that works for me." And I said to him, I was like, "You get anything shipwreck, let me know. If you get anything pre-33, I reckon I could probably pay you more than what you're currently getting. If you get anything of that quality, And he was just like, "Oh, well, believe it or not, I've got two of those 10-ounce Gear Sopper box and COA bars." And I was like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay, I won't tell you what I paid and I won't tell you what I sold for, but it was certainly worth my time. I think we both did well out of it." He said to me, he's like, just make me an offer." So I made him an offer. And there we go. Now I had two of these in. I spoke to one person. So there was a gentleman on the groups. He sold one for 300 and the guy bought it and he beat me. I kid you not. I just went for a cup of coffee, went to the kitchen, brewed some coffee, come back, it come up and sold. And I was like, give me a break, And I just pinged him a line and said, "Oh, you did really well there." I was like, "You make a few quid on that." And he's like, "Yeah." He just jumped on it. But I messaged him a few days later and I said, "Yeah, two of these bars have just turned up, believe it or not." And he was like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah." So, but he ended up dropping my name in a conversation, and I got a private message. And this guy said, "I heard you have one of these 10-ounce SS Gear Sopper bars. Do you mind if I buy one?" And I said to him, "They are for sale." I was like, that got around really quickly because I only mentioned it to one person. He was like, "Yeah, I saw your name pop up and I had to have the bar." And so I said to him, I was like, "I'm not going to sell it cheap. I'll sell it fairly, but I'm not going to let it go cheap because I just don't see these bars. I spent years searching for one of these bars, and then three turned up in the space of maybe 6 months, two in the space of one occasion. I just rarely see them. I rarely see them for the price that I like to pay anyway. I think there's been two others sell on the group. One went for good money, the other went for cheaper than it should have done. So yeah, one guy ended up buying it up front. He just said, "They are box and COA." I was like, "Yep, they are box and COA." So he ended up buying it before I'd even got it. And then I listed this one. So this one went up last night. I think it sold in about 5 minutes. And some guy, he messaged me. He's an old customer of mine. Like we've been dealing with each other for probably since I've started actually. And he just said, "Will you give me a discount?" And I said to him, I was like, "I'm a fair trader. Usually I don't mind haggling. If it's there, and I can do it, then fine. If you're someone who does purchases a lot from me, I've got no problem haggling. I look after the people who look after me. If you're someone new and you try to steamroll me and the answer's just like, no, sorry, it's not going to happen." But he said, can you take any money off it? And I said, "I can, but I'm not going to because I just not sure I'll see one of these again." And I'm not saying that as a sales patter. I don't know if I'll see one again. I might see one come up, but it doesn't fit the price criteria that I need to make money. I I might not have another one in my hands. So I've got to stand my ground on it, because I actually think it could go for more, but also I don't want to give it away too cheaply off the back. That I'd rather just set the price, and if it doesn't sell, I can enjoy it for a bit longer. So yeah, that's the 10 ounce bar. That's the story behind the 10 ounce bar. I also picked up another coin, so I will show you this one. This one needs to go for grading. I'm not sure I'm pretty sure I'll do my own grading from now on. So this came in just a box. This is a 2017 Peedfort. It's pretty low mintage. You know, these coins are typically going between 11 to 1,200 pounds. I paid £1,000 on it. I will get it graded because I think grading will add the most value to it. It's probably got not issues, but it might need a little conserving. Do I think 70 is out of the equation? I'm not entirely sure. You know, I think this will grade a 69 personally. I think that mark's on the thing. One sec. Here's where I open it and I put massive thumb marks on it. Yeah, it's actually on the cap. So the story goes, I went to do my post run, and I come back from my post run. I knew there was stuff getting listed on the website, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just leave it. I'll look at it when I get back. And they listed some absolute class. There was like a Tourist Scudos. There was a 2017 Proof for 700 quid. That was an absolute steal. I missed that one. And I looked at my bank account. I was like, do I have £1,000 for Peedfort? It's higher risk. It is a higher risk coin. There's less buyers for it. And I was like, yeah, I do. You know, that's not a problem. You know, I've had a lot of success this year. I've done extremely well concerning what I've been making for the business. I actually took 5.5k and put it into mining stock, which before this year I just wouldn't have had the means to do it. I do work most days. I work my absolute arse off most days, you know, so I'm okay with the fact that I'm doing so well, because I feel I actually deserve it. But you know, sometimes you got to buy coins like this because, okay, they're not going to make you 20, 30, 40%, but it's nice to have in the reserve. It's nice to have in the stock list. So yeah, that's today's video. I think 8 minutes is enough. If you do enjoy my content, you know, to support me by now, you know, by liking, commenting and subscribing, and all the best.